Hey there, guys. This is Mason at Cardinal Gaming. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Appreciate you guys. The last video was crazy. Thanks for getting all that out there and commenting and liking all that. I appreciate you guys. Remember to subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it helps me out a whole lot. But yeah, I want to talk about Vivid Voltage, and you guys been seeing these error boxes? Have you seen those? There's been some error boxes, and I've had some people that bought some boxes from me and said that they had the same error. But apparently, there's an issue where all the commons in the packs are all replaced with reverses. So you could get like, a bunch of reverse rares or, just reverse cards in the common slot. And people were getting like 3-4 reverse Charizards in a box, crazy stuff like that. And then sometimes the rare would just be missing. But then in the next pack, or next couple packs, you'll get double rares in there. So there's actually an extra card in those packs with the same reverse rare error. So it's very weird, very odd issue. If you go on Tricky Jim, their YouTube channel, Andrew Mahone opened up a bunch of boxes. He actually did a live stream of those. They are all definitely legit. Like I said, I've had people buy from me and have bought boxes from us that had that same reverse hollow error. So it's just an interesting thing because how I even came about knowing about it, to look at Tricky Jim's YouTube video. A customer actually sent a mess or called my store. I was not here on release day. Said he opened up the boxes and had some concerns that there was maybe some tampering or something involved, and that's all I got. So I was talking with the guy, and he explained and had a video of him opening the box and having all the reverse hollows in the common slot. But all his pull rates were, pretty much expected. Actually on as many hits in the box that he got, he actually got more than what you should. And then he only had one amazing rare, which was a concern, but there have been boxes that have had none. So, that's not a completely uncommon issue, or issue. It's, some just how they were randomized. But what does this say about how overworked and maybe overstressed these card printing factories are right now, trying to get all this Pokemon out and try to really ramp up production? The amount of product that they're probably having to pump out, with Darkness Ablaze needing a reprint, Sword and Shield base is now gone, needs a reprint. And it's crazy to think about because when they were bundling the double packs with the Darkness Ablaze and the Sword and Shield booster, like the 2-pack blisters for like super cheap, if you guys remember seeing those, obviously that was a sign that they had so much of that extra product left over, right? But we have no actual booster boxes or anything with these products, and I have a couple of these left on my shelves. They have already been claimed and actually need to go out today because they have been bought and sold already. So I am out of Vivid Voltage. Distributors are out of Vivid Voltage. It's all gone. So it's 2 days before the official release, and it's already out of distribution's hands and all gone. So it needs a reprint. So we're seeing all these issues where Pokemon is getting majorly crunched. There's only so many card printers out there, and there's so many factories that are able to produce these products. There's non-disclosure agreements and a lot of restrictions that they put on these factories too, to keep leaks and things from happening. And of course, I say that, but a week or two ago we had that leak of the February set, which is already being printed. Makes sense because they have to keep it going. With these runs that they're doing, it could speak to how large that print run is going to be, which doesn't matter. It's going to sell like crazy, and it's going to be an incredible set. Probably the most incredible set we've ever had, potentially. You thought Hidden Fates was great, which definitely is, but this set's going to be crazy. We'll talk about that as we get closer. No reason to talk about it now. But we had some issues with the factory because somebody had leaked pictures or had cards in their possession from that set that did not, or we're not supposed to have those, obviously. You know, that doesn't come out for another 3 months. And, you know, the cards are already being printed and manufactured and, you know, are getting out there and saying, you know, and those were completely, it looked like completely legitimate cards. I did not think it was photoshopped. Pictures were a little blurry, okay. But the cards themselves were so quality and the pictures themselves were so, it didn't look like it was tampered with at all. And it didn't look like the photos were doctored or, you know, anything like that. You know, if you have a blurred image, it can actually be harder to Photoshop that because, anyways, I don't think they were a fake. I have not heard anything else more about them being debunked or anything like that. In fact, I can't even hardly find the pictures of those anymore. So I don't know, you know, but you know, this just causes concern because that means there's some issues at these factories. Either they're you know, having to hire a bunch of people on, you know, to ramp up production, or, you know, I'm all speculating. I don't know anything about it, but you know, maybe they, you know, are having some issues with some personnel, or, you know, being overworked, or, you know, maybe not, and I'm just making all this up. I'm just, you know, throwing some ideas out, but it is cause for concern because as somebody that's, you know, dealt with Pokemon in buying and selling for, you know, way more than 5 years as a business, but, you know, I've opened Pokemon cards for, you know, since the beginning. You know, I've opened thousands of packs of Pokemon, and never have I had such a weird issue out of cards from a factory sealed box coming out. You know, I know they're legit, you know, and then I have customers saying, hey, this is weird, what's going on? Is this a tampered box? What's going on? You know, I tried to you know, I had to explain that, you know, reverses are actually good, you want those. I would not do anything malicious with these boxes because that's adding value, not taking away value. I wouldn't take the commons. Anyways, it was a fun conversation. We had some good discussion on it. But just kind of speaks to what's going on, you know, production-wise. You know, this is an unprecedented error that is widespread enough to where, you know, multiple sources, multiple cases are obviously getting this kind of error to them. So it's kind of weird that we're going to have and see these issues out of printing. Pokemon is normally very good about card quality, and which card quality is great. The card quality is not an issue here. It's actually very good. I have not seen any cards even miscut out of this set. Of course, as we get more and more you know, people opening product, we'll definitely see that probably come about. It would not surprise me if it does exist, but yeah, just card quality is great. Just seems like there's just some manufacturing production issues that maybe the sorting and randomizing is getting messed up. And we are seeing lots of crimped cards. So, you know, there's you know, when you go to seal the packs, maybe a card is sticking out or something like that, and it gets crimped across the top or bottom. That's fairly common. I've seen a lot of those. I've seen in the build and battle kits, we've had those kind of issues with the crimped stuff. And even my build and battle that I opened on this channel, I had 2 promos in one of the evolutions pack that has all your promo and all your other cards to build a deck with. That had 2 promos in it, so that's crazy. Something I've never seen before. So again, it's just, I don't know if it's something about the factories. Maybe they're being overworked, or you know, rushing real fast, and just the quality checking isn't there. But these issues, you know, they're more rampant than what they have been in the past. And you know, during Sun and Moon base set and the first couple of sets of Sun and Moon, the card quality on those were absolutely terrible. You know, you saw the rainbow rares for the first time, so they had the really like fully textured cards in those, and a lot of those had probably, maybe when they pressed the texture onto there, it would be too hard, and it would like make little ridges across the tops of the cards. Probably one of the most famous issues is with the test tube Mewtwo. from Shining Legends, that, you know, you've had a lot of issues with those. With on the back, there's some sort of ink error. Maybe when they added the texture to the car, that they're along the top, there's like these little white specks where maybe the ink is coming off, and maybe they didn't dry all the way or something when they went to go press them. But it's very common to see those on those full art test tube Mewtwo's. So, you know, and then, you know, Hidden Fates has had its own issues with card alignment and stuff like that. You know, Hidden Fates has those nice thick black borders all the way around the card, and it makes it very obvious when there's issues and with centering and stuff. So a lot of miscuts and stuff from a set like that. But yeah, as far as like production, like manufacturing, like putting them in the packs, that kind of sort of interactions, randomization being wrong, or just, you know, just it's never happened to this extent. So it's kind of crazy to see. And, you know, I wouldn't say it's cause for concern, but it makes something that I have to explain to a customer when they ask me, hey, what's going on here? I'm like, yeah, I've never seen that before. That's crazy. I don't know what to tell them. There's just, there's not really an answer for me to say, you know, because normally I'd be like, yeah, Pokemon's normally really good about not having this issue, but now, you know, I'm having to tell people, yeah, sometimes cards are miscut. Yeah, sometimes they come out damaged. Yeah, sometimes they're crimped. Yeah, sometimes they're, you know, you get packs that are, you know, not randomized correctly. So it's just, it speaks to probably the volumes that they're printing, and, you know, how fast they're trying to print this stuff out, you know, because obviously the market is just devouring all of this right now. You know, Vivid Voltage boxes are still over 140 on TCG Player here on Wednesday, before the Friday official release. So, you know, we're still seeing really strong demand, you know, so, and this is before the set even comes out. So just be aware that those kind of issues are out there. Where, like I said before, I would have said, no, that's not a thing that Pokemon ever does. Now I'm having to see those issues and talk about those issues. So yeah, just be aware if you do have reverse hollows in your common slot. It's definitely a thing. There's no funny business going on. That's just how the factory had some issues. So I did want to make people aware of that. Thanks again for liking and subscribing. Last video did great. Appreciate you guys sharing that and you know, making comments. Most commented video ever. So I appreciate you guys. Hopefully this is of some sort of value and entertainment to you. I hope you know, we'll keep building on what we already got. So again, appreciate you guys. Have a good day.